Okay, if you watched the previous video on 2-2, I had made the center points across here horizontal. I went back and made this line and this arc tangent, got a little closer, 13011 as a volume, but still haven't fully resolved over the dimensions on this one. So we're going to move on to problem 2-3. We're in millimeters. Part origin is at the lower bottom, or the, the lower center of the arc. The part is symmetric, about the right plane, and lines, center lines, circles, arcs, offset entities, and extruded boss. Well, we've been using offset for a couple of projects now, so that's should be pretty good. So let's see. We need to take a little closer look at the drawing. So we've got the steps. It looks like. See if I can stretch that out just a little bit. Looks like the undercuts. Well, this being a section view, so that would be the small gap right there going either way. So 3 millimeters on the depth, everything else. So we're going to have, I think we're going to be able to use our contours and regions for the outer shape. I'm going to worry about the pockets afterwards, and we'll get the different depths lined up. So new part millimeter. We are going to be on the top plane. So again, I'm looking at the isometric top plane, the front plane passing through the part along this direction, and the right plane across that direction. All right, so top plane, we'll open up the sketch and we'll start drawing a bunch of circles. So we'll have the two inside, two outside. Probably need to decide if I want a mirror. Yeah, let's go ahead and do another mirror. So underline will go into center line. I want it to be vertical and infinite length. And then because we might actually be using it, let's switch over to horizontal and we'll go that way. All right, so I can escape out of that. That one stayed in blue, so I'm just going to left click on it and kind of drag it so it snaps back into place. I'm looking for coincident, so left click, hold down on the center point, drag it back until you see that little yellow box, and that puts it in into coincidence. All right, so that one I don't want to be coincident with the quadrant. We do have to watch out for those quadrants. I want it to be tangent, so after I draw them, I'm going to double check tangent, tangent, and tangent, and tangent, and coincident. All right, so that's looking pretty good. Let's, since our dimensions are on the overall, let's go ahead and select all of these, and then I will do the full pre-select. I'm just holding down the control button, so this is a select, control select, control select. Yeah, just keep control selecting until you have it all. When you hit mirror entities, there it is. All right, so the through hole, now take that back. The outer is 105 millimeters. So we need to go 105. The inside, oh, that's an interesting way to do that. The ID of this is 23.33. And then between the two is the 12. And between the two circles is 12. All right, on the overall then we have, let's just go circle to circle and we go 175. All right, so that just leaves me with the two lines in blue. So we need to figure out, oh, I saw all those tangencies and ended up missing. So it stayed connected and rotated through the arc. So all I'm really looking for, let's see, I did everything on this side. So select, control select the line and the circle and make them tangent. Everything goes fully defined. So we're in pretty good shape there. So we're ready to start extruding. and let's just take the center first, and it has, well, I'm going to go ahead and do the math on this one. We're going to do 38 plus 25. And it can tell that it was left in midplane, so we're going to go back to blind. If we had closed SolidWorks and it started a new session, that would probably default back to blind. But since the last extrude I did in 2-2 was midplane, that that gives me that result. All right, so we're going to expand out the arrow next to Boss Extrude, highlight the sketch, go back into Boss Extrude, and pick our next two regions, which those become the 25. Now, if we'd done these first, I could have picked this and offset from surface the 38. We did that, and I'm not sure, I haven't gotten any feedback on how confusing or good, bad, or indifferent that was, but it is a little bit of a concern throwing all of these in conditions at you. They're all kind of fairly intuitive, but we still have to manage the geometry. All right, so last is going to be to extrude the two regions interior, and that looks like 9 to the bottom of the slot and 3, so let's go 12. Again, I'm not fond of doing math, but I don't have a better way to do that. So if we did 9 and built it up, that doesn't make any sense. So let's just go ahead with 9 to the bottom of this this pocket, and then 3 millimeters more puts it at 12. And so when we open up the sketch and we do the offset, so the whole face is selected, I can go right into offset. And thickness all around is 3 millimeters, and it's not going to show the preview until we do something like that. And we can only do one face at a time, so we're going to add both of these. I could mirror this over. I think it's probably going to be about as easy to offset and reverse and go ahead and hit OK. All right, if we were just to extrude this, I could probably do the fillet. It's 8 sketch fillets or a couple of selections on the feature fillet, kind of a toss-up, but we have 8 times 3 millimeters all the way around. So let's go to 3 millimeters so it has a chance to actually solve, and we'll put those in place and just keep clicking on those vertices until we get it there. And it is a depth of 3 millimeter, and we go ahead and hit OK. Oh, sorry, not a depth, the sketch relation is, or the fillet is actually 3 millimeters. Now we can do the extruded cut and go 3 millimeters there, and go ahead and hit OK. All right, we're going to save this as P3-2. 2-3. All my numbers are jumbled. All right, so 2-3. Our volume is 325,633. So let's evaluate mass properties. 325,627. So we're close, within 5 cubic millimeters. That is pretty good. So, kind of went through those fast, but I also want to vary the speeds, drawing the circles, doing the mirrors, those kinds of things. Start introducing those strategies and techniques. I'll get some feedback in the labs on this one, and we'll see if we need to do another one and walk through it a little bit slower. So otherwise, this one is good.